Hello everyone, welcome back to another brand new video. Thank you for joining me on this very special episode because today is EX-10 time. So what is the EX-10? I know probably some of you are probably thinking, what is an EX-10? Even though most of you probably aren't. The EX-10 Balisong is a semi-custom release from Jeff Duma's Original Knives. Jeff Dumas is a custom knife maker producing high-performance Balisongs for the knife community. And you can really honestly tell when you have this in your hands. But let's just go into some of the specifications before I talk about how this thing flips, because really some of you already probably know what I'm going to say. So overall length we got to talk about is 9 inches, 0.75, so almost close to 10 inches, which is about the same length as a replicant. Blade length is 4.25 inches, and the handle length is 5.5 inches, which is about kind of where you want it, not too big, but it is a very nice size. So the clip point blade is going to be made out of 154 CMP blade steel, which isn't a steel I've ever heard of. I have heard of 154 CM, but not CMP 154 steel. But I imagine this is kind of the stuff that you get if you're wanting these really nice milled edge finishes. You can't really tell in the camera right here, but this does have a really nice milled look to it. It looks very beautiful. In fact, you can see it in some of the close-up shots I have in throughout this video. So go ahead and take a look at that and just admire it. Go ahead and pause this video because this knife is kind of two things. Not only is it a flipping performance monster, but it is also an artisanal piece. People collect these just so that they can stare at them and not flip them, because these are kind of expensive. And by expensive, I mean these can range from $800 to $1,200 in value. This specific one had a trade value of $1,200, which to a lot of people is a lot, but really, this is extremely worth it. Now, some of the more interesting things besides that, the blade does have its satin finish, which is cool and pretty normal. But some of the more interesting things is its nice sandwich titanium skeletonized handles. Also in the close-up shots, you can see this also has like a milled etching into it, which is really grippy, really nice, and just looks absolutely beautiful in the sunshine. I mean, really, truly fantastic looking. Besides that, it does come with its own 4040C bushings, which is really freaking nice. Since the bushings are really nice and high quality and premium, no tap, and of course, barely any play, almost, in fact, zero play, which is this, okay. This knife has some of the tightest tolerances I've ever felt on a knife before. In second place, KCX GTS in second, but this rock hard tolerances. These aren't tuned bushings, they're definitely not tuned. And even though they're not tuned, still rock hard tolerances. I mean, spot freaking on. These are grade 6 titanium handles as well, and he does have an interesting range of different types of spacers you can get for it. On Jeff Duma's website, he has a bunch of different materials that you can get in sort of spacers. First and foremost, let's see if I can bring you up to the screen here. So as you can see, I'm on Jeff Duma's website right here, and I'm in the spacers section. So I think stock, I believe they come with full block titanium spacers, which some people don't really like because it makes it handle bias. But here's the cool thing. You can go to his website, bam, you can choose all of these different options. I mean, tons of different options to suit your personal preference. If you like super handle bias, get the brass or bronze. If you just want some cool color, you can get titanium and anodize that, or you can get the copper. You can also get stainless steel. You can get aluminum skeletonized spacers, which is what I have in mine, which are absolutely amazing. You can also just get regular aluminums and titanium skeletonized, but these are just freaking cool. You can also select the size of what you want. You can get the standard or you can get the full length, which is pretty freaking cool. I believe I have the standard size in mine, but also the full length can be up to your choice whatsoever. But that is just something really freaking cool that you can do when you spend this much money on such a really freaking good knife. So how good is this knife? Is it worth spending that much money on? Why would you even ask that? Yes, it is. This knife, not only is it a flipping monster, as I said before, but it is a beautiful knife to look at. I mean, you can just stare at this for such a long time and just be entranced by its look. Not only that, but it sounds freaking amazing. I mean, this combines all the things that you would want in a knife, and I'm very, very surprised that it took me this long to touch it. I mean, this is a beautiful, beautiful knife, and I can't really express as much as I'd want to, because when I first held this, I was kind of speechless, because I've wanted this knife for such a long time, and getting it in my hands is just kind of like, almost like having the feeling of finishing your bucket list. I mean, you got up to this point, why would you want to go back down? This knife is amazing. This knife is amazing, and if any of you are trying to get one, go for it. Just freaking go for it. If you have the money and you want to spend it, go for it. If you're trying to trade for one, go for it. It may take you a long time because these are a very high demand in secondary market, but go for it. I really do suggest you go for it. This knife is extremely, extremely worth it, and I really can't honestly describe to you how great it is, because it's truly just one of the many knives out there that is god tier knife. And that's really all I have to say. If you liked this video or you enjoyed it, make sure you slap that like button. More videos are going to be coming because more knives obviously are going to be rolling out, and maybe I'll start trying to buy knives and stuff and up my collection. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later. Peace.